One thing that I forgot about, like, not living in California is how sunny it is here. I know that's something that sounds kind of weird, but it's super, super, super sunny. Like, it might be sunnier than other places that aren't California. I could be wrong about that, but to me it feels like it's more sunny. And the weather is pretty good. It's going to be in the 50s. It's 34 now, but 50s. Another beautiful day in California. Gonna go get food now. I think Savannah has a couple appointments today, but we're good. Just ate. We gotta go take Savannah to the eye doctor. You know, come to think of it, I haven't been to the eye doctor in like 5 years. Do you need to go to the eye doctor if you still can see? Gotta take her. So that church right there behind me is the first church that I ever played drums at. I got involved during my junior year of high school and played here for years. And the reason that I brought it up is, one, we're in the town that the church happens to be in, and then two, this was the church that I played at before I played at Elevation Church. And I say all that because I wanted to kind of talk about a question that I get asked really frequently. How did you get to be at Elevation Church? How did you get to start playing there? And how did you get prepared to do that? And I always tell them the same thing. Be faithful and bring your best to wherever God's put you right now. If you're faithful and you do your best with what you're given right now, then you will get abundantly more. With that being said, this church is where, one, I learned how to play drums in a worship context, how I learned to play with a band, how I learned how to play in front of people. And then on the technical side of things, it's where I learned how to use Ableton. It's where I learned how to run tracks. It's where I learned how to play to a click. This church, I helped them start using Ableton. I helped them start running tracks live for worship things. We even started using in-ears together for the first time here. All of that was done at this church on Sundays and special events, like I said. And not only that, musically, I grew so much playing the songs for this church. They have a choir, and we would have to do a choir piece for every set. And you learn a lot about yourself and how much you don't know about music when you have to play with a choir every single week. So with that, I really, really learned and really progressed having to do that and prepare music that I normally wouldn't play for every single week. And I think a lot of times when people see like where you're at now or what you're doing now, they don't really see like all of the work or everything else that you had done prior to doing that. And I didn't see it when I was playing for this church. Like, I wanted to play drums full time. That's what I wanted to do. But at the time I was playing here on Sundays, I had to work at Best Buy, and it's literally right down the street. So what I would do when I would get off my shift at Best Buy, I'd come to this church and practice for 4, 5, 6 hours. And during that season, I really progressed as a drummer. And honestly, it helped me learn things that I use now in my career today, years later. So that guy is the janitor here, and he remembered me. He like came up to me, and to be honest, I was a little scared because I kind of came here with no permission and started filming and flying a drone. But he remembered who I was, and we had a great conversation. I love that. Back to my story. So yeah, basically all what I'm trying to say is don't despise small beginnings, and don't think that you're never gonna like go anywhere, because you never know where you're gonna be taken. You could be in a season where you're just being prepared and grown for something much greater. And also I think that's just a healthier way to look at life. If you have more of an optimistic, that's just my opinion, but you can have a different opinion if you want. I'm loving this weather. It's not cold at all. It's like 50s. Not bad at all. I love California weather. Savannah just called and she's done with her appointment. I also have the drone, but that's actually flying above the car because I didn't want to carry the camera, the drone, and the remote all at the same time. Work smarter, not harder. It's been a couple hours. Savannah is at the dentist now, which is appointment number 2. I'm at one of the 2 high schools that are in the town. I didn't go to this high school, but I'm just here to get drone footage because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do. That's what we're doing. Ooh, it's cold. It is so freaking cold. We're up on a hill. And it just makes it that much worse. But I got the drone in the air and it looks pretty good. I feel like drone stuff, you can really suck at it, but because it's drone stuff, it already just looks amazing and everything else. All right, I think I've exhausted all the buildings here. Bringing it back now. Good flight. So cold.